When certain apologists wrote that NRA-backed politicians voted for the Safer Communities Act to head off more extreme gun control, I called them fools. Well, it looks like I was right. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, my Wolverine family. If you don't know who I am going to tell you. My name is John Crump, and I am the watcher of the 2A. Give me a like if you would, maybe even subscribe. And if you're into cryptography, break the cryptography code earlier in the video and post it down below what it says. Today's video is not sponsored, but I do want to give a shout out to JM4 Tactical Holsters. JM4 Tactical Holsters is the holster that I have been using for the past 4 or 5 years. They're an all-American company, and I'm giving them this shout out because they are fighting back against the Biden administration's attempt to try to get your records. Companies like JM4 Tactical deserve our support, and by using code CRUMPY10 you can get 10% off your order. Remember, I'm not getting a penny for doing this, and CRUMPY10 gives me no kickback. It's just for you guys and for JM4 Tactical, because they are an all-American company that is in line with my values. Okay, enough of the palaver. Let's go ahead and talk about some Dems and some Republicans pushing gun control. Over at MLN News, we believe in free speech and a diversity of opinions. One of those opinions from a writer, or a few writers, actually only one, said that the Republicans made the correct decision by backing the bipartisan Safer Communities Act because it heads off more extreme gun control. At the time, I said that is wrong because if you look at appeasement, it never works. You can look at post-World War II Britain, before the Battle of Britain, Neville Chamberlain tried to appease Hitler, and that didn't work. You can look at Madeleine Albright when she was the Secretary of State under Clinton. She went to North Korea, offered them a bunch of aid if they dropped their nuclear program, and guess what? They got the bomb now. So that didn't work. Appeasement never works, and we are seeing that in Congress. They tried to appease the Democrats by giving them a little piece of gun control known as the Safer Communities Act, but they're not satisfied. All this did is put blood in the water for Democrats to circle and push for more gun control. Now, yesterday in the House of Representatives, the assault weapons ban was passed out of the judiciary. The next step for it is the floor of the House, where it will probably pass. The assault weapons ban will ban most semi-automatic rifles for cosmetic features. Then the next step will be the Senate, where it should be dead on arrival, thank God, because we have the filibuster. But with spineless Republicans, I don't know. You never know what will happen. Maybe the Republicans will give in and back this piece of crap gun control bill. But we won't see until it actually gets to the Senate. So you might be asking, what can you do as gun owners? Here's the thing. You need to call the Senate, because it is going to pass out of the House. But if we put enough pressure on the senators, we can block it there. Pressure does work no matter what anyone tells you. We have backed them down before. Not every time, but it has worked in the past. Another thing we need to do is to call national gun rights organizations and get them involved. During the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, most gun rights organizations were absent from the process, which cannot happen again, because if it does, we will lose. The anti-gunners outnumbered our lobbyists by a lot, and that cannot happen again. It just can't. So call the NRA, call SAF, call FBC, call NAGR, call GOA. I know GOA is there because I talked to Aiden Johnston, who is on the ground, and Alex over there, and they're on the ground right now. But you call all the organizations that you can and tell them that they need to get involved, because the Democrats are hyping this up as the first assault weapons bill in 20 years, and we cannot let them get this passed. They know if they don't go for it now, they won't get it because they're going to get crushed in the upcoming elections, and they're probably going to lose the House and the Senate when the elections are done and over. So this is their one chance, and they're going to go for all or nothing, and we have to stop them dead. If everything else goes bad, then it's time to talk about civil disobedience through non-compliance, and that's a big decision. I won't look down to anyone who doesn't go the non-compliance route because there is consequences for that, especially if you do it in public, which is how you make the difference, by doing it in public. So anyone who doesn't want to do that, that's totally understandable. But if you do, you can help us change history. Hopefully it won't get to that point and we don't have to go through civil disobedience by non-compliance. Okay guys, that's it for today. Remember, I love you. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. I am out of here. Wolverines, motherfucker.